I'm the last one there. Show up with a centerfold style, unconventional. Walking with a pimp stroll, asking what he's hitting for. I let my kin folks, table on reserve in the back. That's the usual. That's the usual. That's the usual. That's the usual.
Hey guys, Christina Kaplan here with 34 North Media. We're 9 weeks into the Drew and Team Iceo is poised for the playoffs. Today they face the Jaguars with a little extra help from NBA players Stanley Johnson of the Detroit Pistons and Solomon Hill of the Indiana Pacers. No doubt the addition of these two guys will be beneficial for Team Iceo.
I stay protected, condoms in the Bible, on my nightstand. Wait, I got a question, what's your lifespan? Like you drink a lot, you smoke a lot, you eat too much, and then throw up a lot. Never mind, let's rewind. Who you think could take it? The Warriors and Lakers, I don't care either. That's just conversation. Let's get to the chase then, because time is wasted. You be here often, yeah, I can tell. Hit me up next weekend, maybe we can come the last one there. Show up with a centerfold style, unconventional. Walking with a pimp stroll, asking what it's hitting for. I let my kin folks, table on reserve in the back. That's the usual. 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 I need a meal. She need a cup, I tell her quit drinking. She flick the finger up, accelerate, accelerate, celebrate, then levitate. Angels or the Dodgers, she look at me dumb. I don't care either, that's just where I'm from. The pigs on me, but that's typical.
Hey guys, Christina Kaplan here with the one and only Clipper Darrell. Now, I've got to ask you, the main topic around the NBA and sports world in general, how scared were you when you thought DeAndre was not coming back to the Clippers?
I thought it was over with. I just said we just took 100 steps back.
Yeah.
But having DJ back, welcome back, DJ. Having him back in the house again, man, it feels so good.
What would you say to him if the first time that you saw him, now that you know that he's officially back with the Clippers for good this coming season?
I love you, DJ. He's a big part of the defense. And without him, we was gonna lose. It was like, I just felt like, going back to when I started being a Clipper fan in 1992. So that's how far back. But the key is now, since we signed DJ, the key is Doc has to get a backup to CP3. Without that, I don't know how far we can go in the playoffs.
Now, how exciting is it to come and support at the Drew League? Obviously, you're still in your Clipper regalia, but how exciting is it? How fun is it to come watch these guys play?
Oh man, it's fun, man. This is the Drew League. Matter of fact, you know what, Doc? Doc Rivers, shout out to you, baby. You need to come to the Drew League, okay? You can get you a minimum player in here, okay? $500,000, man. Hey, I'm telling you, they can play down here. Come on down to the Drew League. Take a visit, baby. Blake Griffin, come on down. CP3, we need you, baby. You give it back to the community. This is a community-based event, man. We have players, Kobe Bryant to LeBron James. Come on now, Kevin Durant, come on. It don't get no bigger than that.
No, it doesn't. That's the charm of the Drew League, is that you never know who's going to show up. For example, you just watched Stanley Johnson and Solomon Hill play. How did you feel about that game? How did you think they played?
I met Stanley Johnson in his junior year when he was at Modern Day, and I was announcing the game. So I was on Jay Serra's side, so I had to favor Jay Serra. But I said, this dude is going to be an NBA player, and that's where he's at, man. But it's going to be funny when you see his mom, though. His mom is like a James Harden mother, Kevin Durant mom. She's no joke, man. I'm telling you, she's going to be hilarious, in the NBA. So it's going to be fun to see her.
Good. Well, thank you for coming out and supporting. It was great to meet you.
Let's go, Clippers. Let's go.
Sharp off the dribble, setting it up. Hey
guys, Christina Kaplan here with Charlie Torres, owner of Iceo. I'm not sure what your final stats were, but you were balling out there. How exciting is it to come play on Team Iceo, your team, second year in a row that you guys have been at the Drew?
It's a dream come true. You know, I played my first game here, I think, in '04, and I hadn't been back here in '07, so it's crazy to see what the Drew League's developed into be. You know, it's fun.
Now, what's it like playing with some of the athletes that you guys train? You had Stanley Johnson and Solomon Hill on the team today.
Yeah, tremendous guys. Like, you know, some of the better guys you'll meet in basketball. It's amazing. You know, I played with them before, but, you know, being out there with the refs, it's obviously just a blessing to be out there with them.
Now, you do a lot of pre-draft work with a lot of guys. Obviously, this year you worked with Stanley Johnson, who ended up going to the Pistons. Who else have you worked with, and what do you have planned for the future?
The future, you know, it's bright. This year we did Frank Kaminsky, Shay, my business partner, did Stanley Johnson, Aaron Harrison, Josh Richardson, Robert Upshot. I mean, there was a ton of guys, Tyler Haws, to say you know, a little bit about them. But it's just a blessing. You know, I love being in the gym. This is what, you know, if I'm not playing, this is what I want to do. I want to, you know, enrich the lives of other people.
Now, what's the ultimate goal for Iceo as far as, you know, maybe 5 years down the line? Where do you guys see yourselves?
You know, it's still kind of surreal. You know, I don't even know how this all happened. But I think the overall goal is to get our own training facility somewhere locally for the people that, you know, live in the area we grew up in, and just build that out and have them, you know, thrive. That's the main goal.
They can't slow me down, cause I'm already getting slow. Your girl know me, yeah, you should know. Well, I had her first, but that's the usual.
Hey guys, Christina Kaplan here with Shay, Frazee, co-owner of Iceo. Shay, what was it like out there playing with your teammates, a lot of the guys that you've trained out at the Drew here?
It was a lot of fun, man. We've been working with these guys for a long time now, and this is only my second game in the Drew, so it was really cool. Stan, Charlie, Solomon, we've been playing together for a long time, so it's cool to get to do it competitively with refs and like the crowd and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Now, how exciting was it for you working with Stanley this whole entire, I don't even know how long you've been working with him, and then to finally see his goals achieved and get drafted to the Pistons? What was that like?
That was a lot of fun, man. That was like one of the cooler things I've ever done, watching him come up from being 15 and being a center in modern day, and then just like working, developing his skills, developing his confidence, and then like actually my proudest moment was just this last week in Summer League when he really like showed a lot of people that he has a skill set that they were unaware he had.
Now, what is the next step for Iceo? What do you guys have planned for the future?
I think we're just kind of continue to build, like get new people in. Man, I think our main goal is to try and make basketball like playing team basketball, playing together and playing like the right way, cool. That's like our main thing. And Charlie is like the leader of that. He has like a presence about him that's like really like different, and we just kind of all feed off that, and that's our thing.
So you would say that Iceo has their own kind of mentality and their own kind of game as far as the broad spectrum of basketball goes?
Yes, that's a really good way of putting it. We try and have our own style. We try and like play a lot and have a lot of like really high level pickup, and then try and feed that down to the lower levels, and then promote kind of like the way basketball is being played. Lots of space, lots of fun, lots of sharing the ball, lots of shooting, and I hope we put that on display out here.
Definitely did. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Team Iceo defeated the Jags 96-80 today with solid production from the two NBA stars, Stanley Johnson and Solomon Hill. Next week, they face #JugLife in Week 10 of the Drew. For 34 North Media, I'm Christina Kaplan.
Last one there, show up with us in the bowl.